the suspense is over. The first set of the many that we will bring to you tonight of exit polls is on your screens right now. This is the C-Voter Survey that has been done. From the first look at the numbers, you will see that both the NDA and MGB are just short of the halfway mark of 122. The NDA getting about 116, being projected about 116, and for the Mahagathbandhan projected 120 seats. LJP getting one after all of that gamble and all of that grandstanding, and others projected to get 6 seats. In fact, if you see, and we will bring you those detailed breakups as well on your lower part of the screen, that's the interesting number. Look at the gap between the partners within the NDA. JDU plus 44, BJP plus, which is BJP and the seats that they gave to VIP, 72. RJD emerging as the single largest party with 85, just a few more seats than what they got the last time in the state assembly elections. BJP gaining significantly from the last time, from the last assembly elections. RJD gaining a little bit. JDU turning out to be the biggest loser as per this projection. This is just one of the many projections that we will be bringing to you. Congress, I don't think anybody was talking too much about it any which ways, but Congress has put 25 over there. That's the number being projected by C-Voter. Let me also, in fact, read out to you the vote share. A lot of experts actually prefer to also look at the vote share data to get a better understanding of what's going on. So if we had to take a look at the vote share projections by C-Voter, they are projecting NDA to get 37.7% vote share, and they're projecting 36.3% vote share for Mahagathbandhan. About 26% vote share then goes to the others. This is the vote share projection in which BJP is projected to get 20% of the 37.7% vote share that combined NDA is projected. BJP is projected to get 20.4%. We'll have those numbers on the screens as well. For now, we're sticking to the overarching number coming in from the C-Voter. Vinay, your first reactions, if these projections are to come true, like you said, JDU far behind number 3.
Yeah, I mean, I've got that sense for a while that JDU will end up number 3. I also think that this particular survey is slightly more generous, I think, to the NDA. I have my personal sense is it might be slightly less than this.
Okay.
Also remember that, exit polls typically, and I'm saying this with all seriousness, typically have a little bit of a Savarna bias, so to say. Because exit polls typically have the poster standing outside the booth where the sample walks to the tabulator and not the other way around.
Yeah.
And lower castes, especially, people who come from very, backward communities, hesitate in talking. So sometimes it underestimates the lower class, especially. So I have a feeling that there may be a slight overestimation of the NDA.
May I just then, in that sense, also give the range? A lot of it also depends on the overall range that the pollsters give. This is the median.
This is the median.
So if we look at the range for the NDA, C-Voter has projected a range of 104 to 128.
That's right.
That's the range for NDA that they are projecting. For the Mahagathbandhan, or as some are saying, UPA, the range they're projecting is 108 to 131. So that's the range. Now, if they get to the higher end, then it's a completely different picture as far as the C-Voter is concerned. We're also going to bring you more polls, and then we will look at each of them together to see what's the general sense. Very quick comment from Tuhin on this before we go to a break, and of course there will be a detailed analysis on the other side. Tuhin.
I think the pollsters have taken advantage of the COVID situation and done online research this time rather than being on the ground.
Yeah.
Because I think they've largely gone by perceptions which are reflecting, or even the sample size which they have gone through. I'm not sure whether it's the same size which they've done in the past. But I'm pretty confident that there are several factors which are at play. Like I said, I mean.
So when I say they're being too generous to NDA, what are you saying?
They've been too harsh on NDA.
Okay.
They've gone by perception, the usual thing about somebody, somebody half as impressive just managing to challenge or the incumbent CM and making the right noises. It's very, I mean, the noises which Tejasvi has managed, it may give them good traction. But there is a big difference between the same converting into votes, because like I said, I mean, on the one hand, you have the proven credibility of a party, which, driven by the effort of the central government, has been excellent with the deliverance of the social welfare schemes, which have all impacted the life of Biharis and in villages.